So the way this episode just, really demonstrated, how much, for example, how much, Nobuaki's been through, even more so than what we've seen already. He's one of the most damaged characters I've seen in the anime. It's just that simple. Like, he has a crazy, tragic past. And, after everything he did with his friend that he saved and knocked him out so his girlfriend had to have intercourse with him, and I mean, they just get the morals went out the window right there, and it's not even fair that they had to. And now to where he did everything he could to try to save this Nami girl. He made her go blind because he gave her an idea, and he's kind of somewhat indirectly, it's kind of his fault, indirectly responsible for it, but it's not his fault at the end of the day. That Nami girl, that was her decision, that was her choice. She shouldn't have done that. But at the same time, what I really do enjoy and like about this episode was the simple fact that, you know, he starts smashing stuff in his room. It screenshots the watch that he got from Daisuke after Daisuke said, "You can have this if I die," before you. And then on top of that, to see him even tell Chimi that I cheated on you. I had intercourse with Nami. I'm bored of you. I love Nami now. And all these things after what just happened with him, his friend and Chimi and him, like I just stated, knocking him out in order to save his life so his girlfriend could have intercourse with him. And then this all happening, that's nuts. That's just, like, I love how they showed how far he would go. And it made that much more tragic to me. This show's just speaking volumes to me. I'm liking what the writing's doing. I know a lot of people aren't, a lot of other reviewers, a lot of people in the community, but I'm really just liking the show. I think it's just doing it for me. And, there's time where the writing just, flop, kind of like where they gave us no idea on how, Nobuaki knows where the King's game started. How did he know it started in that village? Like, how does he know the context that it all started with an envelope rather than phones back then? I don't know. It all came through a letter back then. I don't know. It didn't explain it. And that's something that it kind of maybe tried to get around on, so it didn't have to because it didn't know how to, but yet it still liked the idea of that. That little plot point there, how it started in the origins. So maybe they just said, hey, I like that idea. I don't know how to explain it, but let's just use it. And that's fine. It is what it is. I still enjoy it. It's still interesting. Maybe they can answer other questions about it if they can, answer the simple one on how Nobuaki knows that. And that's fine. But the biggest thing we learned in this episode is the fact that the king states he is part of the class, but he is not a classmate, I guess. And there's only one way to find him, and that one way to find him is going to be through hate, which is interesting in and of its own. So you have to hate each other in order to find him. Is that just him saying that in order to, kind of get a reaction and have them turn on each other and just for his own personal amusement? But yeah, at the same time, that's the first time the king's actually spoken to the class, from my knowledge. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this, and I'm interested to see where it's going. And I do like what this episode did. I like what it provided. I like the questions that made us ask. What are they gonna find in the village? Why did it start in the village? Hopefully, they give us that too. You know what I mean? So, yeah, who's the king? That's the biggest question. It's not a classmate. So who is it? And that was one of the biggest things that, all of us thought. Me and you guys down in the comments. It has to be a classmate. Maybe it's a classmate. No, that's not it. But at the end of the whole Nami thing, Nami couldn't tell him, but she wrote "I love you" before she ended her life in the sand and drowned herself because he had to lose something important to her, and that was pretty sad. That's something else. Like, oh gosh, that's internal darkness, man. I don't know if I could live being blind. Honestly, that'd be tragic. That'd be so hard to live, man. Just trying to be blind and stuff like that. But other than that, I think I covered everything. Yeah. Yeah, I got everything on the list here, so not much to review about, not too many things, but some really good things. Short video, only going to be about 350, about that time. So, yeah, what do you guys think of this episode? Sure, leave a like, comment, subscribe, phone Twitter X25, and I don't know, I'm just a little distraught. I'm just kind of thinking these questions, looking over. I had to look at my notes, obviously, right in the middle of the video, just to, I don't know, where to go from here. I don't know. The white-haired girl's interesting. I did forget to mention her. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching.